What do you mean by continuity of care? Could you explain more about that?
For sure. That's definitely something I can address in our conversation today. So, one of the key tenets or principles of midwifery care in Canada, and something that we prioritize at our clinic, is continuity of care, meaning that we value building relationships with our clients over time to ensure that we are providing the most individualized, most comprehensive, and highest quality care possible. We want to get to know you as a person, and we want you to get to know us as your midwife so that you are the most comfortable throughout this entire journey. We support you for the duration of your pregnancy, labor, birth, as well as the first 6 weeks postpartum. So that means that our care begins today at this initial visit, and that you and your baby's care does not end until 6 weeks after you give birth. And we are there for you every step on this journey. So, to accomplish this level of care, we work in a team of midwives. So, your midwives are myself, Katie, and Alex. And you are assigned a primary or coordinating midwife on their team, which is me, but you will get to know each of us midwives on your team throughout your care. And we purposefully ensure that you will meet all of your midwives at multiple prenatal visits throughout your care. And it's important for you to know that you will have access to one of your midwives 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for any questions or concerns that you have. And I have an information sheet here that will go over all of the important phone numbers, email addresses, and details on when and how to call or page and get a hold of us. So when you do page us, just know that we will call you back within 15 minutes. It is most often sooner. Just sometimes if we were talking with another client or at another birth, it just might take us a few minutes. It's also important to know that our visits are longer than the visits you would have with an obstetrician or a family doctor. They're often 30 to 60 minutes long. And then these longer visits allow us to get to know you better. And like I said before, provide the most comprehensive, highest quality, and individualized care possible. So we work in partnership with you as the client to build trust and to support you in all of the decisions that you make throughout the prenatal period. We want you to feel safe and seen and heard, and to make space for you to raise any concerns or fears that you might have. And since we get to know you over time, this means that we don't have to repeat conversations, and that we can more deeply explore different values and things that are important to you during your pregnancy and birth. And it also allows us time to have nuanced, informed choice discussions about topics throughout the perinatal period, such as prenatal testing, pain management, as well as safe feeding choices. For an example, if we were having a visit, I'm able to talk to you about the topic and provide lots of information on it for you. For example, giving you information sheets. So this is an example information sheet about normal newborn behavior. And so these longer visits and frequent visits allow us to kind of explore all of the different topics that we need to, so that you feel prepared during pregnancy, labor, birth, and the postpartum period. And our prenatal visits will take place at our clinic. And then for the birth, we will attend to you either at home, a birth center, or in the hospital. And then we will actually do home visits for the first couple weeks postpartum. So we will come to you, and then your home visit or your postpartum visits will resume at our clinic. And then at the 6 week postpartum mark, at this point, you and your baby would then follow up with your family doctor or pediatrician once you're discharged from our care. And then we might see you again in the future if you choose to have another baby with midwifery care. So even if you say needed to be referred to an obstetrician or transferred care to an obstetrician during your pregnancy or birth for any complications that could come up, we still would continue to be involved in your care in a supportive role and continue to follow up with you and your baby in the postpartum period. So we do not abandon care at any point once you have come into our care, and we will be there for you when needed for all of the important events that will happen. Overall, we've received really positive feedback from our past clients about this model of care. So there has been a lot of research that's been done on continuity of care and applying this model to midwifery. And so most people feel really satisfied with their care with a midwife that they've built this relationship with. And research has also shown that it improves health outcomes for both you and the baby. It's also been identified as an empowering choice for many people, and that it facilitates shared decision making and makes people feel seen and heard. And I can share more research with you if you'd like, so please let me know if you'd want more resources. Yeah, anyway, hopefully that gives you a brief overview of what continuity of care looks like and how your care might look like with us. Do you have any more questions?